ये ज्ञान जीवन दीपक होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। हर शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा। हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा।
हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बाप दादा बहुत सुनते हैं। देख लिया, देख लिया। हमारी भी तो आंखें है ना, हमारे भी तो कान है ना, हम भी बहुत सुनते हैं। लेकिन महारथियों से इस बात में रीस नहीं करना। रीस करो अच्छाई की, बुराई की रीस नहीं करो। धोखा खा देंगे, आपको तरस पड़ता है। क्योंकि भारतीयों का फाउंडेशन निश्चय अटूट अचल है। उसकी दुआएं एक्स्ट्रा भारतीयों को मिलती है। इसलिए कभी भी मन की आंख को इस बात के लिए नहीं खोलना, बंद रखो। मन को सुनने के बजाय अंतर्मुखी रखो। समझा? चारों ओर की सर्व बाप दादा की लौलीन आत्माएं सर्व बाप की सेवादारी आत्माएं सर्व सहज पुरुषार्थ को अपनाने वाली श्रेष्ठ आत्माएं सदा बाप समान बनने के लक्ष्य और लक्षण को समान बनाने वाले बाप के समीप आत्माओं को बाप दादा का बहुत बहुत याद प्यार और नमस्ते।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी और ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage, practice of being stable in the point form. Now, make a plan to save your time, thoughts, and energy, and every now and then increase the practice of being stable in the point form. By being in this stage, no force of any evil spirit or evil sanskar will be able to attack you. Your form of power will even liberate the evil spirit. However, in order to face them, you have to become free from your problems. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 30. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Today's topic: practice of being stable in the point form. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Is everyone okay? Well, yes. Now, word point has so many meanings. Even when you understand something, you say, oh, I got the point. I got it. Or what you got, I got the point. So there are details, an expansion, then there is a point. So the purpose of life, and especially when we know now that it's not only I have to be point, but I also have to be master ocean. And that makes it more interesting because the waves of ocean, the pearls which emerge with the waves coming to the beach, we see so many beautiful pearls emerge. So when I am a point and then I am master ocean, and with the waves of ocean, all the treasures which I have accumulated, as I said, different waves in the ocean. People go just to look at the waves because they are very beautiful. But also when you have to plug something, it's a point, right? To make connection, you plug in. So those plugs are also little points. So there are many meanings of the point. It's like creating a habit that whatever you are speaking or listening, while speaking also you make a point. Whether speaking or even while listening, the conclusion is also called a point. Let's come to conclusion. That means let's come to a point. Of course, in a spiritual way, point is also, we use full stop as a point. I remember long ago Baba had given us the homework of using 3 dots. It's like creating awareness. Because sometimes you want to use full stop. It doesn't work. But if you start getting into awareness of the first one, I am a soul. It's so interesting. Many times I find, so I just, okay, let me just use one dot, 1 point. So I just go into stage of soul consciousness. I am immortal, I am peaceful, and it doesn't help just to say I am a soul, but create your eternal qualities, create your original qualities. Takes about 7-8 minutes and you really feel embodiment of a point. So there are 2 ways. Either I'm using second point, that is full stop, or I'm using the first one. Many times before sleeping, you are very awake or you have some thoughts. So I say, I don't want to think. You think it just works? No. But what should I think? You start doing that. That is, apply second point of soul consciousness. And then go further, use another point, Baba, as a point. And when you do that, you are in a very, very elevated stage and very subtle, and you feel very, very light. So I experiment with 3 dots in a different way. As I said, I just want to use the dot of full stop, but it doesn't stop. So I go to soul consciousness as a point. And it really, really makes a lot of difference. And then go to Baba as a point, then he is ocean now. Or his love. Or Baba said heart throne. In many different ways we can use that. Baba as point of light, point of point, but again ocean, bestower. So I'm sure that when we do the homework of being a point and double light, there will be many very rich experiences and deep transformations in us. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. Om Shanti Brother Eric.
Om Shanti Sharanji.
How are you doing?
Very nice, very good. I feel like a point.
Is it cold up there?
If you're a very nice little point, you look like a snowflake, and it's not cold.
It's not cold.
No, it's not cold at the moment.
So when you're cold and you become a point, does the cold go away?
winter is late this year, so we're just waiting for the big cold. And Canadian, they always think that when you're not hit by the cold early in the winter, and you're enjoying, kind of mild weather, you always feel you're going to have to pay for it. All right, I don't get cold now, but this is going to get it's going to come later in a stronger form. So we're, waiting for suddenly the cold will happen. But at the moment, it's good. It's very, very nice and pleasant, at least in Montreal.
Okay. So what did you like from Didi sharing today?
Well, it keeps reminding us of how much have I become really, skillful in maintaining the awareness of the point. And when I think of it, and I say, well, it's been decades that we're practicing being a point. And you would hope that after such a long time, we would be experts in maintaining the point form. And I realized that for me today, I like, of course, particularly early in the morning, to practice the point form. But I think I've become used to blend the point in the form of the seed with the form of the tree at the same time. And I think Baba, by teaching us Trikaldashi, Trilokinath, Trinitri, I think he trained us to have bifocal vision all the time. And it's almost as if he's making us wear those strange glasses where, we're yogis with mukti in one eye, jivan mukti in the other eye. So hopefully they look, not too diversion.
Right. Recently, 2 days ago, Baba said that in the Murli, right? And I've been practicing. It's quite easy to practice, to see Sweet Home in one eye and Sweet Kingdom in one eye.
So you have a preferred eye?
It requires a little bit of practice, but you can do it.
Do you have a preferred eye, like left for soul world and right for?
Yeah, it just seems natural. I'd like first home and then kingdom.
Someone told me in my early days in Gyan, and it's probably not a Gyani thought at all, but so you can tell by people's eyes how they went to mukti and how they went to jivan mukti. Two eyes are never exactly the same. So maybe one eye indicate how you left for Paramdam, happily or not, and the other eye shows you how you go to heaven. But so answering your question is about, for me, maintaining the awareness that the point is not during the day exclusive in my awareness. It's not I see only the point. I feel now I see the point, but I also see the tree at the same time. And it's as if I can remember Baba as a point, but at the same time, Babdada in the angelic form is not far away. And my personal form as a point, but also an angel, a master, like embodied, is a little bit combined. So I realized when I was listening to Mohini Didi that although I do feel like we're practicing many forms of points, I think it has become part of a bouquet, like this bifocal thing. I can do like this and see the point, but immediately I'll lift my eyes and I see the bouquet, I see drama, I see Babdada, and I see the whole thing. So it's like I see you now, but I also see in the back of and behind you see the point. Mine is a little bit more, it's there.
It's nice.
So usually I like to show you the lights.
I was thinking something else that Mohini Didi shared today about Sindhu and Bindu, the point form and the ocean. And that the ocean really is the bestower, that even though you are connecting with Baba as the point form, he is the bestower. And to see the ocean, like you were sharing right just now, the ocean, like see the tree, see the bouquet, see the flowers, see the virtues, see the angelic. And so, but I was thinking about it, right? If I really want to become the point form, that I have to be a trustee. why is it so hard for us? Even though it's a lot easier now than when we came, but maybe because this trusteeship is not completely gone in for me. I was thinking of that. Like if I really go into that trusteeship, then the point form becomes easy.
How do you connect trusteeship and point? How is it that by being a trustee, the point comes up?
No, because there is no expansion in the mind, right?
Oh, I see. That's what you mean.
There's not all of this stuff going on, like this I and mine, and all of this stuff is not going on. And so because of the expansion, I always thought mathematically and even spiritually, it was so brilliant that we say the soul is a point. What we are just saying is that the soul is beyond space. And so then if I'm not a trustee, then I get caught up in space. I get caught up in the material world. And when I get caught up in the material world, and I forget I'm a point.
Yeah, it's like having limited vision. You just see the bindi, the tilak. You see the bindi and you feel you're Sindhi, instead of being the bindu and feeling Sindhu, the whole ocean. But are we not sometimes, don't you feel that we're becoming also the ocean as well? Like, to me, that's the beauty I find of aging with Baba in a way and wanting to become like him. You know, I always feel the more I like him, the more I become like him. And so, yeah, we also become Sindhus, no? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Junior Sindhus.
junior Sindhus.
Junior Sindhus. I don't like to use the word master as much, you know, when he says master almighty authority or master ocean of knowledge. I always feel junior ocean of knowledge because, you know, like the word master, right, is a very much an English word, like England
British.
English word, the British word. And it's like very old, ancient, like maybe 100 years ago, 200 years ago. This is how people referred to their heirs as masters. Like an heir apparent would be a master. But for me, I relate more to the current terminology of being a junior. And so I'm a junior Sindhu. Yes, and you are definitely junior Sindhu. Junior Master Sindhu, Eric.
So when I think
Give
of
you a new title. How about that?
when I think of master, I think also of Batman. So that's, in the movies, Batman, he's always called master because he was, you know, he lost his father, and so he became the master. Yeah, I think we're junior master. You know, for me, the master is at the moment I'm very much connected to three different parts of myself: the yogi, the angel, and the master. And the master is not for me master almighty or master this, but it's more like feeling the mastery of myself. And so in that way, for me, master is also it's not connected necessarily to a small ocean or air of the ocean, but it's like the master of the self. And I find, you know, like you were saying about trustee limiting the expansion, I find that they always come together in a sense. If I'm connected as a yogi, I go to the essence. As an angel, I feel I'm expanding, I'm sharing, you know, with others. I'm serving the ocean to the others. And as a master, I'm the balance between the two. You know, I'm containing at the same time I and my in the right way. So what Baba says sometimes, if you say I, say it with the right consciousness. And if you say my, then you say my Baba, you know, my kingdom, whatever. So I find that trusteeship is taking us into the seed stage or avoiding expansion. But I think when we combine it with the ocean aspect of, you know, giving to others, I think it helps us to have a good balance of being focused on the point, but at the same time enjoying the ocean. So I see both as being very complementary.
Right, right. I'm liking what you're sharing about a master being about self-mastery.
And I think that, you know, for me, these are the three very beautiful personalities. Last time I was enjoying with you the fact I was almost discovering new treasures, you know, that were there. And I keep finding it keeps popping up. And this is also for me one very big amusement park, you know, in a way. It's like a little boy or a little girl going out to this amusement park with all these little manege and all those little places to have fun. And when I realized that I could awaken within me the yogi, the angel, and the master, and I was almost trying to, get acquaintance with them and talking to myself as a yogi, saying, "Oh, who are you, yogi? Really? Who is Yogi Eric? You know, like, who are you? What do you like? Do you really like early in the morning? Is that your thing?" And I'm trying to almost identify the yogi in me and start to have so much respect for it, or for him in that case. And same with the angel, falling in love with the angel, which is me, but as if I've taken it for granted. I didn't take time to tame my angel or get to know my angel slowly with high respect. As if, you know, sometimes I feel, is it my arrogance thinking that I know what is the angel? Or should I be humble enough, or at least quiet enough, to tell the angel within me, please reveal yourself to me. Show me who you are so I can fall in love with you, and really appreciate the angel in me trying to tell the ordinary Eric, sit down, let me do, you know, if you want to meet someone, let me meet the person and watch how I, the angel, is going to meet the person. And it's almost as if I'm hearing the ancient sound of silence, you know, like the Om of Mama. Let's say, are you listening to the sound of Om? Almost feeling the angel coming from deep, deep within, that's 5,000 years old, memories of the perfect angel I became at the end of conference stage. And hearing that angel coming out with grace and majesty and sweetness.
Wings and everything.
And the Eric is watching and thinking, well, good, you're really good. You know, I should be like you. I am you, but the full match has to happen. You know, at the end, all should be matching. So master is the same. I'm discovering the master from last cycle, last kalpa, emerging again. And I have to become fascinated, attracted, drawn to that master as if I don't know him, but I want to know him. And I talk to my master saying, what would you do? Like, what's the right way of thinking? You know, when I have a storm or a negative thought or waste thought, asking the master, so what's the right thing to do now? Anyway, that's my new amusement park.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. That was very nice.
But you have that too, right? You have Angel Shireen, Master Shireen, Yogi Shireen.
Angel Shireen. I haven't done the whole Master Shireen and the Yogi Shireen, but definitely Angel Shireen. Angel Shireen, because I feel very much connected, like you were saying, to familiarize, to really keep going to the soul world, to the subtle region, and really combining myself with my angelic body. I always see it always there, that I just have to go and combine with it. And I always feel like an angel is like a first responder to Baba, right? If Baba needs anything, he should say this and I come, Haji. And so am I that free? You know, at any moment, is my mind that free? Is my intellect that free?
And, you know, to conclude maybe on what I was listening from Sister Mohini is, you know, what happened when all these points are combined? You know, if that there is equally the awareness of being seed form, but equally the awareness of drama, and equally the awareness of Baba as the ocean, but also a point. And I'm thinking this is something I want to explore a little bit more, even though I see the seed and the tree at the same time. But to really experience the 3 points at the same time and understand, that when those three are experienced, well, when we say, when we share a point of knowledge, how more powerful that point will be if it comes from the awareness of those 3 points. So that's what I'm taking from Sister Mohini sharing, and as my new little toy that I want to play with now in my amusement park.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Happy New Year, everyone. And we are.
So what are we going to wish everyone again for New Year? Because this is happening very, very soon. And so we know that everyone will be, I was reading something from the New York Times this morning, interesting, saying, why is it that only once a year a passage from one day to another becomes such a big deal? Because this year it will be from Sunday to Monday. But the other 51 passages from Sundays to Mondays will be insignificant. But this one becomes a big deal. And yet it's just 24 hours. And we expect so much in 24 hours. So I'm thinking it's interesting to maybe see if Didi will come and join us and have
tomorrow, maybe
just one word that will be the magic word to move from one old to the new. Is it really becoming new in 24 hours, or are we making it new
I feel the collective energy, right? I was sharing with someone, let's say like Diwali, 1 billion people celebrate Diwali. Let's say Christmas, 2 billion people celebrate Christmas, right? New Year's, about 6 billion people celebrate New Year. There are a few people who don't celebrate the Christian calendar. There is Mohini Didi.
Yeah. We were invoking you, Mohini Didi. Nice to see you.
Yeah, continue.
We are seeing you.
I was sharing that 6 billion people are celebrating newness. And so there is a wave, a collective wave of newness. And I love riding that wave, especially Baba's, listening to Baba's Murli and just riding, Avyak Murli, whenever he used to come in tomorrow, whatever transmission, and riding that wave of newness, because there's so many people celebrating it.
So is the power, Mohini Didi, of New Year coming from that fact that billions of souls are collectively having something happening in their awareness? So is there maybe the magic comes from that, and is our role to influence the minding of people in such a time?
I think that one of the feeling I have is of eternity, and that how slowly is year after year, cycle after cycle, the soul is eternal. And even if we say new and old, there is nothing like new and old, because what is happening is only dates are changing, but the soul has part to play, as you both were sharing about your eternal role which emerges from last kalpa. Why we say kalpa after kalpa. So this feeling in me of eternity emerges. And even if I have to say, wish you all Happy New Year or resolution, everyone is thinking, what will I do as determination to make this year more rewarding and more meaningful to me? I think it's the eternity, because slowly, time, everything moves on. And we label it like, even we label it as year and then month and a day, but actually it's eternity. And in this eternity, there is something which we should always remember, the same eternal and immortal, that immortality of my own self. Seeing that also is a great kind of security inside, and contentment that I am one who is eternal, I am one who is immortal. It's only what I do is keep changing my role, my part. And it's very interesting that we all play part all the time, but then we are given certain roles to play, which I think we feel responsible and we try to play. So what Shirin is saying and you saying, I agree that of course this whole energy of collectiveness of billions of us together. But I will give the thought that keep in mind that how you are moving on, in this, I shouldn't even say cycle, because then eternity somewhere has a beginning and the end, like golden age, and you say iron age, so it's beginning and the end. But that beginning and end is also within eternity, so it's all feeling of this year I feel unlimited, not limit yourself to capacities, to people, to spaces, to your whatever achievements, but just go in unlimited. And Shrin used the word master as British, but I feel master is more like I inherit from you and I am you, in the sense of, and see, ocean has two qualities, unlimited and bestower. All the resources come from ocean, right? All. So I am the source, I am the resource, I am unlimited. I take these three thoughts so that even physically there is limit and end and beginning, but spiritually, no. It's like just keep going on and moving forward and reaching to a stage of unlimited, complete, like ocean. So that's what my feelings are. And of course, I am still in the process of seeing how this transition, if I don't see as a big transition, but transition of the day or year happens, what transition happens within our family, and how we as Baba's children can make that transition something more rewarding, meaningful, and feel together more and more. That's what I want to say.
Would you say that your experience of eternity connects to this form of point, in a sense that the point doesn't have expansion, so beginning and this, it's all merged into one? Would that be also connected to that point?
Yeah, seed form a stage, Say not only point, but it's a seed.
Yeah, seed contain.
You talked about seed and the tree. It's just like everything in essence and then merges and then emerges. A lot of people ask us, those sanskars get destroyed or they get merged. So everything get merged and emerge. And so what I need to keep, like Baba keeps saying in Murli, keep in your emerged form. Now be in your emerged form. So what he means is that don't be just say, oh, I'm a point, but within that point, you are unlimited, you are peaceful, loveful, you are ocean of all these qualities. So let they be experienced, emerge from your personality, then only a point of light. But what is within that point of light are all the treasures, all the treasures. So manifest them, be bestower of them in your behavior, your relationship, your actions. Express them more and more so that everybody can experience what is God's love, what is God's personality, what God bestows should be experienced from us, each one of us, because everyone won't be able to be experiencing directly from God, but we are the ones who are give the experience so that people say, oh my God, it's like they got so much, they receive so much. Their sorrows are removed, their happiness comes back and is unlimited, So that's what my feelings are.
Lovely. So nice to have you with us tonight. And I know, according to drama, you must have gone into more silence than usual. So I think we look forward very much to know what did you discover in all that silence for all the past few days, and did you go fishing in the ocean for us and bringing us diamond spiritual fishes now?
lot of experiences, reflections, realizations, and it was quite a journey. Quite a journey. We had learned a lot that you can't neglect body, and sometimes we depend on. Like it was about a month ago when I had little bit flu in India, and I just thought it's all right. Take lemon, take honey, take home remedies, but I should have taken antibiotics at that time. But so it was a month, and then maybe my immune system was very weak when I came, and then I got this. I never got flu or COVID or anything, but this was quite a serious. And until now, my doctors want at least 1 month of quiet time and using. But I will advise everyone to New Year to take care of your body. And I was telling Kalaben that the food is not an expense, that good quality food should be eaten, even if it's little in quantity. You don't need too much variety, but whatever we eat should be good quality. Not only quality, but cooked in Baba's remembrance. So the 5 elements which are very Tamo Pradhan now doesn't have anything. So whatever we give to the body. And of course, looking forward, like last year on New Year Day, Baba gave a lot of instructions, follow some of that. And had been thinking a lot too. I don't know why one sister is doing something on Madhyadas. And I keep telling her today in my mind, yet I haven't told her, do something on Shrimat, because every aspect has Shrimat. So how do we follow? Whether it is in relationships, whether with money, whether with nature, how do I follow Shrimat accurately? Which Brahma Baba did, so that until 90 years, he was walking without stick, without sunglasses, without regular glasses, eyeglasses. So he kept friendly with our nature, keep good friendship with the body. And even if we say, I have to be in soul consciousness, which we should, while being in soul conscious, still taking care of the body so that we can use the instrument more and more for unlimited seva, which is very, very important for us, right? And let's carry on with this bond of love with God and see how God's love nurtures us, take care of us. I had really experiences of, like I had doctor's appointment before coming, and doctor was like God sent person. He touched my feet, mother, and okay, you don't have to worry about this. My wife is this, take this, take this. And I couldn't believe, I said, there are good people in the world also. And that he was receiving what I had and what he had been given as a doctor. Very, very, I couldn't believe people like this live in irony. Very gentle, polite, respectful. So I don't know, it's wonders of Baba. On one side, something happens. On other side, he brings in our life so many beautiful people. I got so many people to know. And so I'm thinking now to form a group of doctors and serve them more and more. So I think that there is always plus and minus in the sense of, as Baba said on Thursday, it was very interesting that I said, Baba, what you do when we are settling? He said, I look at your credits and try to see where I can put that credit and where I can help. It's two types of help Baba gives. So I have a lot of new topics also that I was sharing why angels get sick, they shouldn't. And someone said because shadows follow them. And so how to become goddess now, to go beyond the shadows. So when I heard that for January we again doing it to be angelic, I said, oh, I want to be goddess. So that's what my thinking had been. Because each goddess is created by God directly for a purpose to destroy a particular kind of devil. And God is always victorious. There are no shadows. So some of the questions came, some of the reflections, and of course realization, and lot of gratitude for a Vyakti Parivar holding it, all of you. I was telling Bhumi, these brothers and sisters are really wonderful that they still continuing, sustaining, which everyone is taking benefit of. So I'm really very thankful to both of you, available all the time for a Vyakti Parivar. And of course, a big support for us also as a team.
I'm sure you also experienced the power of blessings from the family. And
I know.
we wanted in Canada to have a song played in every center every day. So there's kind of a sound of blessing to you. And I asked Bhumi if there was a favorite song for you, like, Daddy Janki had a song, and Bhumi said, no, it's not, but she suggested, and maybe it's from you, a beautiful song. And she said, but Mohini Ben will like it. And it says in a song, don't tell God that my problems are bigger, but tell my problems that my God is bigger than you. And we thought this would be our blessing to you. And it was played, every morning in the centers. But Papa was saying the other day that he guarantees health for 21 births. And I keep counting. It's only 8 in golden age, 12 in silver age. I still come to 20. And the 21st, I know you may say mental health, but still, I don't know. There's that one birth. It's a mystery to me.
This is the birth and of Jivan Mukti. And one thing I like is very much is the love people can give me when I'm body not well. Somebody could take off shoes, somebody, sisters stayed overnight in the hospital. So they were like, I was like a little child, and they couldn't touch me generally because I don't like it. And so they were able to do
Because of
little.
COVID, it's just you don't like it.
No, they were, Gayatri slept 2 nights and Kala.
Right.
So whole night the way they were caring, I was like, this is the chance they would have never got. So I was being cared like a little child. And then as Gayatri mentioned, we are together since she's 75. She was with me and Kalaven also. We live together. But it's not we show that closeness, but I allow them to be what they want to be with me, not thinking, I am Didi Mohini, I am this. And that was kind of new. And so it was beautiful. It was, but I won't wish anyone like that.
Bhumi must be smiling with shining eyes at the moment, listening to you.
Yes, Didi, it is such an honor to have you with us again.
Bhumi, when show your face.
Yes.
She
Because
also settled same
you
time.
together.
She settled same time because she was also not well, but she had to do what she has to do.
Acha. Oh well, congratulations, Bhumi ji. You haven't aged. You still look as a young Kumari. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, I'm sure.
Are you feeling better, Bhumiben?
Much better.
It was good. And Mohini Didi, you also feel stronger and you feel that it's coming back, the strength is coming back?
Yeah, little better, but I had been given time until I think 25th of January. And they will do all tests and everything. And I'm recovering definitely.
You look more angelic, Didi.
Yeah, I will. I will look more and more divine too.
Right. Though you're just saying that you'd rather be a goddess than an angel, but the feeling is that you look very angelic.
Thank you. Let's now be together.
Yes, thank you, Mohini Didi. Looking forward to
Vecti
you
Parivar.
more.
So I invite everyone for taking Drishti from Didi. We will remember Baba and we'll take Drishti from Didi. Everyone, make sure your videos are on.
ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, तूफान से ही तो लड़ने खुदा ने तुझे गढ़ा है। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता, अग्नि में तप के सोना है और भी निखरता, दुर्गम को पार करके हिमालय कोई चढ़ाए, लाएगी रंग मेहनत आखिर तुम्हारी एक दिन, लाएगी रंग मेहनत आखिर तुम्हारी एक दिन, होगा विशाल तिरुवर वो बीज जो पड़ा है। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है, मेरा खुदा बड़ा है।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you for all the blessings. This is totally for today.
Lovely. Special Toli.
Yes. Okay, good night. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Please stay back. We have important announcements for tomorrow, and also our lovely angel is waiting for us. So we would like to stay back and hear her also. So first, before we start our Avyakti children, happy world, I would like to announce about tomorrow's schedule. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's a very special day, and it's Baba's transmission day. Avek Bab Dada's Milan live transmission from Madhuban. Sunday, December 31st. So it will be from 7:30 a.m. But before that, our schedule for Avyakti Parivar, Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then meditation will begin at 5:30 a.m. 5:45 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. We will have a Hindi Sakar Murli, and then 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. we will have English Avek Murli, and then we will follow Madhuban, and we will have a Bhog offering in Madhuban. Sashi Dedi will be offering Bhog, and we will be connecting together for Bhog to Madhuban, and then Avek Bab Dada's Milan, main room English Murli, and breakout room Hindi Murli. So this will be the schedule for the morning. In the evening, 6 o'clock, our Bhatti will start with Spotlight Drishti sharing. Then we will have Hindi series, Avik Mali revision, English series, Happy World of Avikti Children, Avikti Journey, and we will continue with meditation after Avikti Parivar until the night at 12 p.m. noon, and we will celebrate together with Peace Village, the New Year celebration. Mohini Didi will be the part of it, so we will do the live transmission from Peace Village. Whatever celebration will be happening in Peace Village, we will also connect to Avyakti Parivar. So please make a note, tomorrow evening after 8:30 p.m. we will connect to Peace Village. We will have a bhatti and also New Year Eve celebration. So that's the program for tomorrow. And now, welcome to the happy world of Avyakti Children, Season 3, Day 30. So today we have our angel, Sister Tanishka, and her family. And I would like to welcome her, and I would like to request Avyakti Parivar. I know today is late, but we would like to stay back for a few more minutes and we enjoy our children chit chat. They get encouraged with us, and also we get to learn so much to hear to them. So welcome our little angel, Tanishka, and the family.
Om Shanti, Brother Eric and the Avyakti Parivar. I'm so excited and honored to be here. My name is Tanishka and I'm in 5th grade. These are my parents, Renuka and Rajesh. My mom's whole family has been in Gyan since childhood. So I'm very blessed to be Baba's child since I was born. So today I consider this a wonderful opportunity to interact with you and clarify some of my questions.
Well, I'll do my best, but you know, I'm just a little master, and if I don't answer properly your question, I will note them down, and I will ask those questions to Mohini Didi next time I can do chit chat with her. But you can try one question.
Okay, so my first question is that in school we have a lot of field trips and camps for 2 or more days, but I can't go on those trips because they don't allow food from home, and because we can't eat outside, I end up not going on those trips. But at the same time, I also miss a lot of learning that is taught during the camps and field trips. So what do I do?
Wow, this is a tricky question. I don't know if I can answer it publicly. I think it's, you know, between your parents and you to decide the level of, you know, commitment you can have. And if they cannot take, you know, food from outside, maybe if you want to get the content of what's happening in those camps, maybe you can have good friends who can share with you, you know, and take notes or share their experience afterwards. And you can just invite maybe a few friends afterwards and tell them, you know, I couldn't be there and I couldn't attend, but you create your own little program where 2-3 people can come maybe and share with you what they enjoy the most. And you recreate an experience, you know, maybe during lunch hour at school or at some point, which is convenient. And that way you can feel you didn't lose everything. And, you know, you just try to get the information sideways like that. Sometimes maybe you can see if they would allow you to attend at least for one full day. And then you can just have fruit, you know, you can have special diet for one day and just fruits. And if they allow you for maybe not the full 2-3 days, maybe they can allow you for one full day. And during that day, you feel, oh, I'm in a special diet today. And you tell Baba, okay, you know, fasting for one day is okay. And for me, it's no big deal. You know, if one day you don't have full food, it's okay. You can have a special fruit diet. And they will serve fruit, maybe. So I think you need to negotiate, you know, and based on what your parents will allow in terms of how much, you know, you can take from outside as well. Sometimes they can serve just bread and, you know, some cheese and bread, and that could be acceptable as well. You know, you are a sweet angel, so you're drishti to the bread and, you know, even bread and butter. Baba says 2 chapatis, that's all the body needs. So maybe you can attend, you know, also there's different options to me. Either you attend and you have a very beautiful fast and you eat only what they give, which is simple, the fruit, maybe a little dessert that is very, very simple. And when you come home, you know, after that, you will have enjoyed light mind, light stomach. Or if it's too much, then you just wait and then you ask your friends to do a little workshop with you for some time. Is that possible?
Yes, brother. Thank you. So my next question was how to remain myself and not get influenced by others, like my friends. Like Baba always says in Murli, to be colored by Baba's color and not others' colors. So how do I do that? Because I tend to try to fit in with everyone. And so how do I do that?
Well, what I can tell from your questions and from the way you are sharing, I presume you are pretty bright and you are pretty determined. And I feel you are pretty clear on what you want, isn't it?
Yes.
To me, you're not confused. You're not, you know, questioning whether you want to follow this path or that path, right? So you're clear on who you are.
Yeah.
And me, I would suggest that you just need to increase the faith in yourself. That, you know, it's not how you can be not colored by the others, but it's more, you know, having faith that you are coloring the others. They should be worried about becoming Brahmins. They should be worried about being colored by you. Why would others color you? I personally feel that you have enough clarity of mind already. I can see from your eyes, from your smile, you're very clear. You know, you know what you are. You know who you are. So think of how, by having more faith in yourself, you don't have to question losing your colors. You are the rainbow. You are the one who is bringing colors. They don't have much color anyway to color you with. They're black and white. So you are the one with the color. So when you go and meet your friends, have maybe the feeling that you are the one who is bringing color to the group. And they like you as you are. You know, one day, a friend of mine, BK friend, I was telling that friend that sometimes, you know, I don't know if I can reveal myself as who I am really. I said, Eric, when you reveal yourself as you truly are, people will love you even more. So if you are who you really are, you don't have to be colored by others. You will color others and they will love you more. But this is based on how much faith you have in you. So you sit with Baba sometime and say, okay, well, I'm courageous. I know you made me who I am. So I have to trust. Baba doesn't make mistakes with colors. Sometimes they joke and they say, when God made human beings, he was trying different things, a bit of white, for white people, a bit of brown, a bit of yellow. My goodness, thank God he stopped and he didn't try with green and purple. Otherwise, we would have purple people and green people. So he colored you with the right colors. So you have the qualities given by Baba, you have the style by Baba, you would color other people.
Yes, of course, brother. Thank you. And my last question is that how to always remain calm whenever anything bad happens, because people might be rude to each other in school or mean, they might be mean to me or anything like that. So how do I remain calm during those situations? And if it happens to other people, how do I be a detached observer and not get involved in their conversation?
I would suggest you find yourself the magic mantra that would cancel everything negative or bad that could happen. In a sense, for me, I found a word, and I speak a bit slowly for translation, so minding our dear translators, but one word I really like, which one day came to my mind, and I think it was from Baba Murli. And to me, whenever something happened, I use the word, oh, it's interesting. It's not good, it's not bad, it's very interesting. So I've used that word a lot, and I've shared it many times, even at work. With people at work, I tell them, it's not good, it's not bad, but it's interesting. And so there's different degrees of interesting. Some little things will happen and say, oh, it's interesting. Some big thing will happen, you'll say, oh, this is very interesting. So, and if you say it's interesting, then you won't feel there's something bad happening. Because everything in drama is coming to test you a little bit, to see how do you react. Will you get nervous? Will you get scared? Will you get negative? So if you say it's interesting, it just makes everything neutral, and then it gives you time. So for me, my mantra is, oh, it's interesting. And then if it's a bit scary, I always have the thought, give me time, I'll think about it, and I'll tell you something later. So we don't have to say something right now. So if somebody tells you something and you're a little bit shocked, you say, oh, that's very interesting. Let me think about it, and I'll tell you what I think tomorrow. If this is not the right thought for you, then because I know you're pretty clear and bright inside, you may find your own word. It works like disarming a bomb. It's like a bomb is going to explode, but you remove the wire, oh, nothing happened. So you have to find the expression that for you works very, very well. And you may say, instead of interesting, you may prefer, it's wonderful. This is wonderful drama. Maybe it's better for you. Or maybe you would say, oh, there's a secret here. You have to find the word that for you works. And then you can tell us what you found.
Of course. Thank you so much, brother. I will definitely follow all of these things. And yeah, so.
I know we don't have so much time. I don't know if the parents wanted to share or if time is a bit short tonight, but you are very, very wonderful sister, a wonderful angel. So I wish you very, very wonderful moments with your parents, with your family, of course, but in your school, and maybe the parents want to ask something.
Yes, brother. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you, Baba. Brother, my question to you is like, Tanishka is a very disciplined child when it comes to Baba's Srimad, waking up in the morning for Amrit Vela or listening to Murli class or sharing the points. But sometimes, especially during the winter, she's quite lazy to wake up in the morning and even to wake up for the Murli class. So I push her to wake up. So is it right on my part to push her to wake up for Amrit Vela or for the Murli class?
Well, I think, again, it's a very tricky question to answer. Sometimes it's, like Baba says, case by case. It's not same for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have children, so I may not be the best person to give advice, on that field. What I heard from Baba often is starting with compromise a little bit, like a formula where it's not black and white right away. So we can push a little bit, but maybe negotiating spiritually, saying, how about maybe 2 mornings out of 5, or maybe 3 for the week. Let's see with Tanishka, because I have really the feeling she has something she can bring a solution to you as well. Ask her, do you feel I'm pushing too much?
Yeah, sometimes she feels guilty. So as you said, I'm a little lenient. So if she doesn't want to wake up, I say, okay, she can take rest. And then she wakes up and she asks me, why didn't you wake me up? Why didn't you ask? I
think you should negotiate together what would be a good arrangement, because it's not for every morning to be the same.
Right.
But maybe she should be given 1 or 2 mornings to really rest, because, young bodies, the sleep pattern is not the same as older bodies. And I'm not expert again, maybe it's not a good advice, but for me, I think angels can sleep in Baba's remembrance, sometime to really give rest to the body. Like Didi was saying, we should not push the body too much. So yes, discipline is good, following Srimad is good, but sometimes let's try maybe 3 mornings, 4 mornings, and give 1 morning or 2 a little break. But when she wakes up, if she wakes up later, still sit with Baba for a few minutes. I don't think Baba is forceful. He's very flexible. So, and in winter, it's quiet in the morning.
Thank you, brother. That is very helpful.
We want to be disciplined, but with lots of love. So which line is broken? The line of love or the line of discipline? we should play with them together like this. Right. One day is love, one day is discipline. And she will be okay. And I'm sure Tanishka can come up with her own plan.
Right.
Yeah. What plan she would feel comfortable with. And then you say, okay, in 2 months or in 1 month, we'll increase something or we'll adjust the plan.
Right.
I think Tanishka can be a good negotiator.
Yes.
Thank you so much, brother.
How about your father? Do you have any question?
Yes, brother. I have one question. This is specifically from one of the learnings from Baba's Murli. So Baba clearly says that we don't have any authority to typecast anyone and give them tags. I would just call out one of situations that I face at work where we're constantly, when the performance reviews are happening at an annual level, there is a lot of tags given to people instead of focusing on their actual performance. There are questions on their capabilities beyond the skill set. And it just creates a kind of awkwardness for me to be in that conversation. I do share my thoughts and push back, but wanted to take and seek any tips from you to navigate through that awkwardness.
And the awkwardness is because you find that they are kind of giving too much pressure, or they are
they're more focused towards the individual and not their capabilities and skill sets. And they, like, for example, they would say, oh, this person will not improve in his performance for X, Y, and Z. So it is not basically on the performance on specific numbers. It's more on the person, and it creates kind of an awkwardness for me to have that conversation. So,
what I found at work is to try to bring the awareness of my colleagues around certain clear values. And, sometimes we get caught up at work with technicalities, management skills, attitude based on, praising or criticizing. But sometimes it's good to bring the concept in some people and asking them, what for you are important values to increase even productivity in the team? Because they may be focusing on productivity and efficiency. So you play their game a little bit, but to them, what do you think the values should be beneath it? And if, let's say, they say respect, then you say, don't you think that we can increase respect by praising someone? So that encourages the person to perform better instead of pointing to the defect. So I would play around, but I would try to bring and raise the awareness of my colleagues around what values are really important. And when we kind of agree on certain values, I find it becomes very easy to suggest to them another way of doing. So they honor the value and it's, oh yeah, you're right. If you just try to argue on the basis of how they manage and what they say, it becomes a clash of ego. They will not accept. But if we go back to a set of values, then I find they start to think differently because everyone is, favorable to values. No one wants to promote bad values at work.
absolutely, brother. I think that's a great thought. Definitely, I will go ahead and implement this and strike a conversation through the values and then take the other route.
Yeah. So, it's important. I used to work in a newsroom and the values are not very good very often. I used to sometimes when they argue, I say, whoa. Don't we have the value of integrity, in our work? Isn't that the most important value? Yes. So then looking back at the situation now from integrity point of view, what is the right attitude? And it was always creating a shift in the conversation. So I hope it works for you. Try it.
Thank you so much for sharing the examples. Yeah, I'll definitely implement it.
You're welcome. Thank you for being with us tonight. I think it's a beautiful family. And I always feel when I see someone like Tanishka and they say, the song, if you look at the creation, how beautiful is the creation? So how beautiful should be the creator? So if Tanishka seems to have all these qualities, I think the parents must have those qualities too. So congratulations for being such a beautiful bouquet. Baba must be very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your kind words.
But I don't know who is the child of who. Tanishka seems to me to be fairly clear. So maybe role sometimes. Maybe she's the parent sometimes to both of you.
Yes.
Yes. Cheers.
Thank you. Lovely to see you tonight. Thank you. It's a gift.
Thank you. It's a pleasure, brother. Thank you so much.
Baby Om Shanti to all of you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Avyak Murli, 17 of May 1972. The basis of transformation, determined thought. Today, Baba is very pleased seeing all the effort-making souls because he knows that these are the elevated souls who are instrumental in bringing about the transformation of the world. Each elevated soul is performing such wonders number-wise. Although at the present time, there may be some weakness or defect, these are the souls who are going to change from one thing to something else. So seeing the future and the perfect stage of all of you, Baba is very happy. All of you are the greatest of all spiritual magicians, are you not? Just as magicians show very unique games in a very short time, in the same way, you spiritual magicians are the ones who will bring about the transformation of the world with the power of your spirituality. You're those who make the bankrupt double-crowned. However, you're those who carry out such a great task of changing the self and changing the world with just one determined thought. You transform yourselves with just one determined thought. What is that one determined thought through which the sanskars of forgetfulness of many births emerge? It is a matter of just 1 second through which you changed yourselves. Just in 1 second, you had the one determined thought, I am a soul. And you transform everything about yourself. In the same way, you bring about the transformation of the world with just one determined thought. What is that one determined thought? We are the images of support and the images of upliftment for the world. That is, we are the world benefactors. You constantly remain engaged in the task of transforming the world by imbibing just this one thought. So you are such spiritual magicians that you transform yourselves and the world with just one thought. Those magicians demonstrate transforming things for a temporary period. But you spiritual magicians are those who have an imperishable attainment and also inspire others to attain an imperishable attainment. So create every thought and perform every action while constantly keeping this elevated status and elevated task in front of you. And then none of your thoughts or actions will be wasted. Whilst moving along, whilst in the old body and in the old world, because of forgetting your elevated status and your elevated task, you make many types of mistakes. To forget your own self is also a mistake. Those who forget themselves become instruments to make many mistakes. Therefore, constantly keep your elevated status in front of you. True Bhagats stay very distant from those who are considered to be atheists or who are ignorant and who perform sinful actions or who are under the influence of the vices in terms of the world. Why? What is the reason that the intense devotees, the true bhagats, constantly keep their special deity in front of themselves? Because of keeping them in front of themselves, they keep themselves safe from many things, and they become more elevated than many other souls. Om Shanti.
In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Practice of being stable in the point form. Now, make a plan to save your time, thoughts, and energy, and every now and then increase the practice of being stable in the point form. By being in this stage, no force of any evil spirit or evil sanskar will be able to attack you. Your form of power will even liberate the evil spirit. However, in order to face them, you have to become free from your problems.
जीवन मुक्त स्थिति का अनुभव करने के लिए बंधनों से मुक्त बनो। बिंदु रूप की स्थिति में रहने का अभ्यास। अभी समय की बचत, संकल्पों की बचत, शक्ति की बचत, यह योजना बनाकर बीच बीच में बिंदु रूप की स्थिति में रहने का अभ्यास बढ़ाओ। इस स्थिति में रहने से कोई भी एविल स्पिरिट व एविल संस्कार का फोर्स आपके ऊपर वार नहीं करेगा। आपका यह शक्ति रूप एविल स्पिरिट को भी मुक्त करेगा। लेकिन उन्हों का सामना करने के लिए आप अपनी समस्याओं से ही मुक्त बनो। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti Didi, Om Shanti
Om Shanti
Om
Didi,
Shanti
Om
Shanti Didi,
Mohini.
thank
Shanti.
Om
you. Good
Shanti
night.
Avyakti
Avyakti
Parivar.
Parivar, Om
Thank you.
Shanti
Bye
Shanti,
bye.
sisters
Didi.
and brothers.
Om
Good night.
Shanti.